Hey, thank you so much for sharing that experience. I heard you say, here's where now I decided that media is what I wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's have that convo.
First, I started writing poetry. I had this really cool teacher whose name I cannot remember, and I feel so bad. I've tried for years to remember, and I can't see her. She was my English literature and language teacher. And I remember one time she said, first of all, learning was fun for the first time.
Ooh.
Learning was fun for the first time. So in English, now to introduce us to poetry, she said, pick your favorite song and, you know, print out the lyrics, and then you'll come and you'll present it the way you can chambua a poem, right? So I picked Whitney Houston song, a remix that Didi had done. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me?
No.
Okay, I love that song. Now doesn't come out. It's like, don't get mad at me. My friend Gopolo, he picked Song.
Oh, that thing's so scandalous.
It's like Cisco has a deep appreciation for fashion and garments and thighs, you know. But he wasn't scolded for it.
Yeah.
Because it's a song, and it's this kid's favorite song. So now he told us to pick our favorite song, sis.
And didn't see this coming.
Yeah. So people presented, and that was the first time I was like, wow. So like, lyrics are things, like rhyming, like that's a thing, that's an actual thing. And I remember starting to write poetry, and I had like a poetry folder then, and I used to write about my mom, I used to write about nature, and I used to play around with rhyme schemes and all of those things. And then that grew into me and my friend Nono being like, it would be dope to showcase this poetry. You know, at that age, everything you write is bomb. For you, you're just like, wow, Shakespeare, move. I'm taking over with my about nature, Mother Nature. Okay, madness. So we decided we're going to create a magazine for the school, the first ever magazine. All right, and then we're like, okay, so our poetry, like the poetry is dope, but the magazine can't just be poetry. So we're like, okay, we can do interviews. So at the time there was this like really he was like the hot guy in school. He was in IB. So you're just like, he's so hot. And then he was a rapper. We're just like, Limbani. So like, in fact, this is how we'll get it.
Limbali?
Limbani. His name is Limbani.
Okay.
And I'll tell you his stage name now, because he's actually like a pretty huge musician in Malawi. And then I interviewed him when he came to Kenya, and I was like, do you remember the school magazine? So we interviewed Limbani for the magazine. We interviewed another girl called Tamani. She was singing and modeling, and now she runs like a perfume company in Botswana. So we interviewed a couple of people, and then now we printed like, you know, you print flat ninis, then you're there folding them, then you staple, and you're giving it out. And I realized at that point, I loved like interviewing Limbani. Like I really loved knowing him more than just a cute guy in school. I was like, this guy has brains, you guys. Imagine, don't objectify him like this. Like, Anna, you know? And he has a story. And that's when I found out, he's from Malawi. What? Okay. Where is that? What you guys do there? Like, what language? Why rap? Nana. And now his name is Tay Green, and he's like a big rapper, and I think he's even like running for political office in Malawi. And the time he came to do like a performance here in Kenya, and so I interviewed him at Kiss, and it was just like so full circle. It was crazy. But that process I really liked. And there was a class called Career Guidance.
So did you sell the magazine?
No, we gave it for free.
Oh, nice.
To the peoples.
Yeah. But hold on, that's so like. There's two things that you said I just don't want to pass over. One, you said learning became fun. Oh, yeah. So you're meaning you're coming from this Kenyan system of learning. Yeah. You see, if learning is not fun, you're not going to continue learning. If you don't continue learning, you can't excel in life. Yeah. You get. So what was the difference between this KCP that you had experienced, and or the school that you had experienced, and and this new environment, IGCC?
I think I mattered. Like, my voice mattered. We're doing projects. You present. How you arrive at the answer is not. There's no one way to an answer. You know, you're free to create another way, as long as it makes sense when you present it. That's great. History was so interesting as well, because we were doing presentations and we were learning about different countries. I mean, we had the benefit of having students from different countries.
Yeah.
French, we were cooking French dishes and celebrating different French Bastille Day and
it's what you wanted to happen with Kiswahili.
Yeah.
It was now happening.
With all the subjects. I mean, not to say I was now miraculously excelling in math. Math was still a problem.
Apart from statistics.
Mr. Woodward, you know. my math teacher, he really tried. You're so gentle, and I'm just like, hi, Jamini. But then now you're presenting, and I was even doing 3 sciences.
Yo.
I was doing physics, chem, and bio. Bio, we had a class pet. You know, we had me and my friend, I think, killed the fish, but so if another day we overfed it, then we just found it floating. It's like, wake up! Wake up! Next day's coming! Physics, chemistry, we caused an explosion on purpose. The teacher did, like, to show us, and the fire alarm went out, the whole school had to be evacuated, and we knew. It was interesting. It was.
You enjoyed school?
100%. 100%. I enjoyed learning. And then now there was the one I was saying, career class. We had a counselor in school as well. So if you're navigating things, you could go talk to her.
Did you ever go and see the counselor?
No, because I didn't trust. You know, my aunt is a teacher, so I'm like, staff room. But she was so kind. I liked her. She was so kind. Like, how are you? She passed me, how are you really feeling?
It didn't feel like confessions.
Yeah, it didn't feel like confessions at Imashimos. But so she was the one who did our career class.
Okay.
And it was really methodical. You'd tick boxes about your what subjects do you like? What are your passions? And mine always used to come back to media, journalism. Ikienda sana, public relations. Media, journalism, public relations.
Hold
media,
on.
Journalism, public
These
relations.
guys, in high school,
there
was the career class that enabled you to begin to figure out with your life and with the things that you... The school was like, let me help you navigate and identify, name that thing that you... The direction your life should go.
And then you work backwards. So the first year you do all the subjects.
Yeah.
Right before you pick your subjects, you start doing career guidance class. So that now when you're picking your subjects, you're working backwards.
You're more focused.
So you know, okay, I need history, because I like this thing, now I need history, I need this, I need this, I need that. Yeah. And every time I would do that questionnaire or do those exercises, it always came back to media, journalism, public relations. Always. So I knew from there that I'm going to work in that field. I just didn't know in what capacity.
Or how.
Yeah, or how, but I knew, okay, that's my interest, for sure. That's my interest.
That is so brilliant. Huh?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like putting some applause for that school right there.
But not that coach.
Okay, so just one question before you progress with the rest of the story. Minus school, tell me about Botswana. Like, were you coming back home, or were you there for the whole 2 years?
Oh, we came twice. We drove all the way from Botswana.
So you and your mom's sister?
Me, my mom's sister, my uncle, and my cousin.
Okay, yes.
We drove and we bought my uncle got this trailer. He's really like a hands-on guy, Uncle Wilson. And then an X-trail, and then we had a trailer, which is really, in Southern Africa, you see many people have those. Yeah. So you just hook it onto the back of your car, and then we drove up. I think we went to Zambia. I'll never forget Zambia, because coming up, we didn't time our days properly. So nighttime found us in some village, and we were like, okay, where can we sleep? There's a guy who was like, Aki, villagers. There's a 5-star hotel right here. We're like, gang. We went, hey? So fast. We're like, because you just want a shower.
Yeah.
So there's hot water, there's everything. Come, the hot water is coming. You hear a knock. You open, there's a door, a bucket with hot water there. I'm just like, excuse me, miss, 5-star. Like, what are you talking about? And then I remember the smell. So me and my cousin were sharing a room. When you got the bed, there was like another smell. So we were there spraying like we were such Barbies, spraying the bed with our Dio. And then let me not tell you, say hi. I was there with her. We wrapped ourselves in lassos. So that whatever, and then now you sleep like this. But it was such an experience. Drove through Tanzania and then came in. That was I think we did that twice, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. And you drive back as well.
And drive back. Whoa. When we went back, I got malaria. That was when I realized there's tropical diseases, and then there's a part of Africa that doesn't know malaria. So I was quarantined in the hospital. They didn't have malaria drugs. My uncle and aunt are trying to say, Maze, malaria queen, 1, 2, she'll be good. They are not. Yeah. They're just like, what is this disease? You know? And here, malaria, then you're good, you know? So that was very interesting. Outside of school, that was fun. I was really growing. That was when cell phones were coming up. Okay. I got my first like Nokia 3310 then.
You had Snake.
Yeah, and Snake, and then ringtones. My first ringtone was Asha's Yeah. Although you have to pay, I don't know how much pula, which is a currency in Botswana. So I spent like my allowance on it. And when it came, see now you bonyeza things and then it's sent to your phone. Yeah. Oh my God, that ringtone was dun 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 dun. It was so bad. You have to tell people, no, seriously, as it's ringing, it's Asha's Yeah. So you're there, yeah. Doing Little John's like, okay.
You take a lead back, and when that upgraded, it became polyphonic tones.
Yes. Oh my days. And so, I mean, I was really growing and really enjoying myself.
You've not worked at all this time?
No, I've not done any jobs.
Okay. Even if it's a side hustle, nothing?
No. Haven't done a side hustle there? No. I had a side hustle in primary school. I used to outsource, like my friend used to make bookmarks, and then we laminate with sellotape. Then we sell to adults. And then we say we don't have change. So it's 5 bob. Someone gives you 100 bob. You're like, hey man,
hey,
see that change.
Then you look,
you're like, so what's it going to be? Are you going to hustle a kid for 95 bob? Then we go and buy sweets. That was my business. In fact, my mom used to say not to push any like tribal stereotype, but it's a good one, business acumen. She used to be like, this one has some cute blood. Like exactly. I'm just ready to, I'm like, chapping maths, like, don't have change. But in Botswana, I didn't do any side hustles. It was mainly school, socializing, realizing boys are not yucky. We used to have formals where it's like dances in the school. And my aunt used to sneak me out, because at that time now, she wants to dress me up the way teenagers dress. So tumbo cats. But now with time when my uncle is in his library, then she's like, Peter. And it's that time you're in a tiny thing and you go and you have fun. And then my last party was at, so then with time I graduated from in-school parties to the ones outside now that have people from other schools. And the last one I went to before coming back to Kenya was at, I think, either the Zambian embassy or the Malawian embassy or something like that. And so now this one, my uncle is driving me there and he's giving me life. Because now this is the one where there's now boys who he may not know. You know the ones, Dad don't have boys from school, so he could easily find them. And he's like, you know, boys, they will lead you away from studies. I'm like, yeah. But that time I'm just thinking, hey, Karabo is going to be there. And I'm looking good. And then he's like, alcohol. He gives me a speech about alcohol, about smoking. Then we just turned to park outside. and there's like 3 guys just smoking. I've never gotten out of a car so quick because I'm like, this man's about to change his mind. Bye! And this outfit must be seen.
It's so hard.
And I remember that was really cool. And he was struggling to have this conversation because like it came earlier than he was ready for, because now his daughter is much younger. So I guess he didn't have enough time to have it with me. But it was so beautiful. It was a really nice, and I keep saying I wouldn't be, and even my brother-in-law, Richard, he told me the other day, you would not be who you are now, or be able to do the things that you're doing if it wasn't for the IGCSE point in your life, your education at that time.
Yeah. Because
it opened up my mind, it validated my creative processes, and it made me focus on who exactly I want to be, what I want to do. Even so, then I come back to Kenya. Yeah.
First of all, another thing that's been huge in your story is just the replacement of male figures. Your dad may not be there, but you've got this father figures.
Yeah, my uncle.
Yeah, which is big ups to them.
He's awesome. He comments on my Facebook still. Very embarrassing things. Like, I remember when I'm like, send me an SMS. Don't come to the public. We need to expose my nonsense.
I saw Adelle. Yeah, we'll live a whole day with you this story. Okay, let's come to you coming back here.
Yeah.
First of all, big ups for. So you didn't. Why did you even decide to come back? Why didn't you decide that?
So I came back because